I thought I was evolving past monogamy, but now I'm pregnant, my boyfriend moved on, the baby's father ghosted me, and everyone says I got what I deserved. Maybe I did. But if loving two men was a mistake, then why did it feel so right, until it ruined everything? I'm Chrissy. I'm 26, and I thought I had everything figured out until literally everyone decided to act like I'm the villain here. So let me start from the beginning, and you can judge for yourself whether I'm really the bad guy everyone's making me out to be. 3 years ago, I was dating this guy Landon. He's 29 now, and we had what most people would call a normal relationship. But I was reading all these articles about how monogamy is basically just a social construct designed to control people, especially women. I mean, think about it, why should I limit myself to one person when I could experience all these different connections and grow as a person? So I brought it up to Landon one night after we'd been drinking wine and talking about our future. I explained how evolved couples were moving beyond traditional relationship structures and exploring polyamory. I told him it wasn't about not loving him, it was about loving him enough to be completely honest about my needs instead of sneaking around like most people do. Now, Landon wasn't immediately on board, which I totally understood. He's always been more traditional in his thinking, but he's also incredibly open-minded and trusting. That's what I loved about him from day one. He never tried to control me or tell me what I could and couldn't do. After a few weeks of conversations, he agreed to try it. He said he wanted me to be happy, and if this was important to me, he'd work through his own insecurities. The thing is, I already had someone in mind when I suggested the whole polyamory thing. Joel was this guy in our friend group who I'd been having these intense conversations with at parties. He worked in the same industry as me, so we had tons to talk about, and there was definitely chemistry there. But I wasn't going to cheat, I'm not that kind of person. I wanted to explore that connection honestly and openly, which is exactly what polyamory allows you to do. Setting up our relationship structure was actually pretty straightforward. We established some basic rules: always use protection with other partners, don't bring relationship drama home, and be transparent about who we were seeing. Landon could date other people too, obviously. I encouraged him to get out there and explore. Between us, though, he wasn't super successful at it. He'd go on dates maybe once every couple of months, usually with women he'd meet through work or those dating apps, but none of them ever seemed to stick around long. Meanwhile, things with Joel were incredible from the start. We had this electric connection that was completely different from what Landon and I had built together. With Landon, everything was comfortable and stable. We had our routines, our inside jokes, our quiet nights watching Netflix. With Joel, it was all spontaneity and intensity. He'd text me at random times wanting to meet up for drinks or take late-night drives around the city. I was getting the best of both worlds, security and excitement, comfort and passion. Landon handled the day-to-day relationship stuff incredibly well. He never made me feel guilty about my other relationships or demanded details I wasn't comfortable sharing. When I come home late from dates with Joel or other partners, he just asked if I had a good time and maybe made me some tea if I wanted to decompress. The only real bump we hit in those first couple of years was when I caught chlamydia from one of my casual partners. I felt terrible about it, obviously, especially since I had to tell Landon he needed to get tested too. He was upset but not in an accusatory way,